How's it going, everybody? I am the Texas Man. I hope you guys are all having a spectacular day. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up if you guys really enjoy it. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. And make sure you guys also hit that bell notification button so you guys don't miss out on a single video coming out in the future here on the Texas Man channel. With that, I'm doing kind of a comparison video. I've had a couple people and good friends of mine request me to do this video, so I am doing it. And this is going to be kind of a comparison video on based on facts, personal opinion, and what I think the future is going to hold for us in terms of the distribution and the absorption and enjoyment and usage of media, whether that be movies, music, TV shows, things of that nature. Whether people like it, I hate to break it to you guys, but the digital era is coming. The digital era is closer than most think. Physical media is dying, sadly, and personally, I enjoy physical media. There are some things that I personally do really enjoy about digital media because they're more tailored to what's going on in today's society where everyone wants things instantly, they don't want to wait on things, but at the same time, there are some cons to the digital era that I think will get ironed out in the next 5 to 10 years. And in the next 5 to 10 years, I see physical media completely dying off. So I mean, Netflix. 23% of Americans stream Netflix daily. 51% of Americans have Netflix. There is 9.1 million subs in the UK, 61 million subs on average in the United States for Netflix. And on average, there is 167 million worldwide subscribers just to Netflix. So that is, just think about that. That's a lot of people just for Netflix. Disney Plus just launched last year. On average, there is 10 million people that have subscribed to that service. And the service hasn't even been out for a year yet. So I have a high feeling, honestly, that Netflix is going to get taken over by Disney Plus. Um, more people, just based on that, more people are using subscription services. More people are using instant access, like DVR tech and whatnot, for films, TV shows, music, and more. A lot of shows, movies, and music and artists and whatnot, they started out in the physical media. I have bands and artists that I listen to, like Imagine Dragons, for example. They did their first couple albums digitally and physically. Their fourth album is digital only and on vinyl, which is weird. But you can't get it on a disc. You can't get it on a CD. And that's the same problem that's going on now with TV shows and movies. Is like, for example, a really good TV show called Colony. The first two discs you can get, I'm sorry, the first two seasons you can get on digital and physical. But the third season, the last season that they made, you can't get it on physical. It's only on digital stores, which is really confusing and annoying. Where now it's becoming, it's like, oh, you enjoy this show? Okay. Now you need to have the physical copies and then the digital copy for the later seasons. And it's really confusing. But the problem with having instant access to everything is that there's just less interest in going to the movie theaters. And with the digital era now starting to slowly take over, we've had the death of second run theaters. I remember being able to go to see a movie like Cowboys and Aliens or Avatar for $3. Those types of theaters have been killed. Blockbuster has been destroyed, and anything resembling Blockbuster is struggling to stay alive at this point. Um, Another thing about digital media is it's very good at having very little to none of cost in order to produce the product. I mean, it's just sitting on the digital store. It's ready to buy, ready to access, ready to enjoy. The cost, however, for physical media is expensive. You've got to worry about your advertising, your shipping, your packaging, your just general labor costs, your shelving, your storage units, your displays, and whatever props you want to put out for whenever this um, thing that you're wanting to buy comes out, so you can make it really big and hyped. That's a problem with physical media. Third thing, for the uh, the wait after the theater release is so much shorter for digital media. You can get, at the time of making this video, you can get Frozen 2 right now on digital. But if you want it on physical, like I really wanted it on physical, I'm going to have to wait another 5 weeks. So, yeah, most of the time for physical media, after something comes out at the theater or whatever, it takes less than 3 months. The release after a theater for physical media can be 4 months to a year based on profits and just general reception. There's been many movies that I've seen in the theaters, and I'm like, this is such a good film, but I got a gut feeling it's going to be kind of like a hidden gem. It's going to be a cult classic, and it didn't come out for a year and a half, and that's kind of sad. 4, the cost to buy digitally is cheaper. Deluxe CDs are cheaper. Bonus features, extras, and whatnot. That's all so much cheaper digitally, and sometimes it can even be free. And movies and TV shows and music, the general range for that type of stuff can range from $4 to $15. But for physical, the cost to buy has gotten higher and higher and higher, and the range for buying anything, TV shows, music, and movies can range from 20 to $40. And a lot of bonus features, they're either separate purchases or they'll be included in a bundle with your digital and Blu-ray copy or whatever, but it's going to increase your price a lot, and it's just outrageous now. I remember when I was able to go into Best Buy, I could get a DVD and Blu-ray copy for a movie for $15. Now I walk in there, it's 25 to 30. It's outrageous. Number 5, the hype. Now this is a con for digital. The hype for the release of something coming out digitally is non-existent because it's there. It's like, it's there if I want it. I don't need it right now. So I'll think about it. I'll take my time. But with physical, the hype for release has always been high. There's always been a enjoyment factor, especially for people like me. There's been an enjoyment factor for walking into a brick and mortar store, going in, getting your copy of a game or a movie or a TV show, and walking in, buying the game or whatever, and going home and plopping in a disc. There's always been an enjoyment from putting this into a machine. But if you just go on your Google Play Store or whatever and just straight out just spend $4 and get it, it's like, yay, I have the movie on my phone now. I can watch it whenever I feel like it. There's nothing enjoyable about it. It kills the enjoyment factor. Number 6, your enjoyment for digital media is based on weather conditions and your Wi-Fi signals. If you live somewhere and you don't have a strong internet connection and you have to deal with snow, rain, sandstorm, hurricane, tornadoes, just some general wind, and you don't have good Wi-Fi signal, your enjoyment of having to dealing with buffering and lag and whatnot is going to irritate your soul, and I have to deal with that constantly based on where I live. With physical media, however, doesn't matter what the snow conditions are. It doesn't matter on the rain or if you got crappy Wi-Fi. You just plug the disc in and you're ready to watch a good 2-hour movie. You're able to watch a good TV show or enjoy music. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. And then lastly, number 7, digital media travels with you wherever you are on your phone or any of your devices that have the capability to play your media. Number 7 for physical media though is that you got to carry your disc around everywhere you go. So, unfortunately, there are still some cons to the digital era. But I think in the next 5 to 10 years, the cons that I just talked about with digital distribution, I have a gut feeling those things will get resolved. People are starting to become more lenient to the digital era. More people are using Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, those types of streaming services. More people are willing to spend less and deal with those types of lagging issues and not so much of a hype and whatnot. People are getting to that point where they're like, okay, new movie, whatever, moving on with my life. So it's sad to see that physical media is going to die. And if you really believe in your heart that physical media is going to be around for eternity, I got a big bombshell for you. It's not, which is sad because I have a huge collection of physical media. And it's going to be sad when companies like Sony and Microsoft and Nintendo and whatever else company that you can think of that makes a physical eating machine box goes away. When those things goes away, you can bet your bippy that machines that can eat a disc and play whatever's on it, those are going to become like vinyl. That those are going to become our generation's version of a vinyl player, and it's sad, but it's coming. So whether you like it or not, the digital era is closer than you think. So thank you guys so much for watching. You guys all have an amazing day. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye, guys.